right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jalen Brunson.
And one thing he's gotten better at as the years have gone on is scoring the ball, shouldering a bigger load of the offense and being willing to accept the responsibility of a go-to option for this team.
Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen Brunson, a second-round pick out of Villanova, and his father carved out a 9-year journeyman career in the league as well. Jalen said, quote, how hard he worked just to get unguaranteed contracts showed me that I have to work 10 times harder. I thank him for letting me see that at a young age. Guys?
Family business. Allie, thanks. And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith make up the forward spots. Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Powell in at the center position. And for the Knicks, at the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And Dallas with possession. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
It was surprising they lost both games to this team last year. You would have thought the opposite.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Brunson against Doncic. Yes, it's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Now here's Dinwiddie, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Hardaway. Can't get it to drop. New York goes the other way with it. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Barrett. It's rebounded by Dallas. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Now here's Hardaway. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Brunson against Doncic. Out to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Hits the three-pointer.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Hardaway against Barrett. Outside Robinson. Here's Randall. Good D by Finney-Smith.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
From deep, here's Doncic. Knocks it down from distance.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Now here's Randall. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Barrett finds Brunson. And he's going for the oop here. And a big finish by Robinson.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Brunson up top, guarded by Doncic. Robinson against Powell. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Launches a three, and Doncic the bucket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Doncic has got 6 points.
You know, often once Luka gets the ball, it's all over. It's all she wrote. He's well positioned to finish that catch and shoot.
Barrett passes to Randall. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
So for the Knicks, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Derrick Rose in for Barrett. McGee, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christian Wood comes in for Hardaway. Dinwiddie with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, we're about halfway through the season, and we have some teams that have really exceeded expectations, Clark.
Perhaps from the outside looking in, that's the case, B.A., but inside those locker rooms, I'm sure those teams really believed in themselves, and it was the outsiders that doubted them.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Grimes, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Brunson. Green's checked in for the Mavericks. Bullock comes in for Doncic. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Now here's Rose. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Bullock. That shot off. Excellent D there from Toppin. Pass to Grimes with the drive, and the layup is good off the glass.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Bullock, and here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And Grimes pulls it down. Dallas, no good that time either. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Quickly. There's a minute 47 left now in the first quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
And that one misses. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
And he's good on the second. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Quickly. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Takes a turnaround, Jay. The bank shot, no good. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Bullock. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. New York trailing. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. New York, no good that time either. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Poke loose. Here's Grimes. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Rose. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time not on target. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 6-point lead. And forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Cam Reddish is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Both free throws, good from Brunson. And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Now here's Brunson. 17 points in his last outing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Finney Smith with it, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Finney Smith. Finney Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Brunson. Pass to Randall. Doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from Kleba. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Wood misses. The Knicks shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Wood against Randall. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
Hardaway against Reddish. Outside Finney-Smith for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Now here's Barrett. 26 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Good on the bucket. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Kleba. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
Also doing work on the defensive end. 4 swats and very active.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Barrett with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Robinson. And stolen by Wood. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Doncic has got 8.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
Brunson, sweet little floater. Give him 8 points now.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
An area of big improvement for Christian Wood recently, his defensive presence. He's been doing more on that end of the floor the last couple of seasons.
That defensive improvement certainly shows up in Wood's stats, Clark.
Clearly, you look at his rebounds, BA, his shot blocking, all areas where he's making a bigger impact. You love seeing a guy like him, who took a while to find his way into the league, step up in that manner.
No good on the free throw.
And, you know, since having his role expanded, Wood has really blossomed and grown into it. He's a very talented, dependable forward in this league.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And he ends up missing both free throws. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by New York. And that one, good.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Doncic against Brunson. Randall is screen on Doncic. Brunson passes to Randall. 5 on the clock. Outside Barrett. From outside the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Now Finney-Smith. He's got 6. Hardaway with a screen on Brunson. Doncic with it. Picked up by Reddish. This one for 3. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. Now a timeout called by New York.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Rose. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Quickly. Clock at 6. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Doncic. Goes up again. There's the block. Quickly against Doncic. Quickly passes to Rose. A minute 29 left in the first half. Powell with a steal. Quickly against Doncic. The ball's knocked loose. Quickly outside. Out to Rose. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Green is checked in. Here's Rose. Toppin, a screen on Dinwiddie. Rose, the pass to Toppin. Just 4 to shoot. Quickly from outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And they pick up 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
For New York, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Quickly finds Rose. Here's Hartenstein, covered by McGee. And we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Powell. Now McGee, guarded by Quickly. Goes up on the baseline, and too long on the shot. Here's Rose. Over Dinwiddie. No good with the elbow jumper. And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. We're not getting much done.
Guys, they'll look to be the aggressor in the second half.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano.
These guys are leading their way offensively. It's hard work doing all that scoring. Wouldn't you agree with that, Shaq?
Not for me, it wasn't. Piece of cake or barbecue chicken, whichever you prefer. Oh, both at the same time. I'm hungry.
All right, now it's time to talk about our featured game tonight. Not a great turnout so far for the Knicks.
They're losing the battle of the boards and the battle of possessions. Got to man up and take care of business.
Man up. Don't you always say to man up. You're trying to slide these things in, Shaq. Yeah, that's right. But it's got to be a team effort. Everyone's got to get in there. Man up. Oh, my gosh.
Kenny, man up.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
We've got second. For you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Hardaway with a screen on Brunson, and Doncic puts up a deep 3.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Brunson passes to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And they recover it. Outside Brunson from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Hardaway. And he gets it to go. Hardaway's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the 3rd quarter. Dinwiddie with a screen on Brunson. Doncic with it. Picked up by Reddish. Doncic, no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And here's Reddish. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Robinson. Outside Barrett. There's the triple. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Hardaway, no good.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. Randall, a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside for Randall. Takes the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Christian Wood comes in for Powell. And it's Kleba in for Luka Doncic. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. For New York, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Barrett passes to Brunson. Robinson with it. Randall left side. Back to Robinson. Pass to Barrett. The 3 is up. No good there. And it's Dallas the other way. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Hardaway. Oh, they need this. The Knicks pull it in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And there's Barrett on the assist by Brunson.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Hardaway. Give him 8. Dinwiddie with it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hardaway. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Hardaway's got 5 points now this quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Brunson passes to Barrett. Back to Brunson. Unloads from 13. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Count it. Good. Hardaway's got 13 now.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Well, you know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr. making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed.
A big group substitution here for New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Quickly is checked in for Reddish. And Rose is subbed in for Brunson. Green's checked in for the Mavericks. Bullock comes in for Hardaway. Here's Hartenstein. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Hartenstein's got his second basket on the night. Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. You know, he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
Here's Dinwiddie following the bucket by the Knicks. Misses the jumper.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Barrett passes to Toppin. Back to Barrett. Over Green. Barrett can't hit.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Bullock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Dinwiddie. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Grimes, he's checked in for Barrett. McGee, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Free throw, no good for Dinwiddie. The Knicks have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Rose, the pass to Quickly. 40 seconds left in the third. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks.
Substitution, Luka Doncic.
To the wing on the left. Up top, Toppin. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Rose. And again, the Knicks missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
19 seconds left to play in the third. To the left wing. Here's Grimes. Now Rose takes a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Dallas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general, but hey, the tide can shift. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Toppin plays the 4 with Randall in at center. Jalen Brunson is out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. No good on the 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's Bullock. Doncic outside. Six to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound, McGee. Good work defensively by Randall.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Brunson. Randall outside. Pass to Reddish. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Bullock. Doncic outside. The floater, and the shot goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, and with a finish like that, you know he's looking to extend the lead and put this game out of reach.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Rose outside. Hauled in by McGee. Dallas has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Hardaway. Low block shot, and the jumper falls for him. And it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
Hardaway Jr. guys doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
Brunson against Doncic. Let's go with a 3. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Hardaway. The 3. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. The Knicks have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Now here's Rose. Shoots over McGee. Rose can't connect.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Doncic outside. Back to Bullock. Lets the 3 fly. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Now a timeout called by New York.
All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks Breaker Dance.
So for the Knicks, Robinson, he's checked in for Toppin, and it's R.J. Barrett in for Rose. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Bullock. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break, I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Powell. Robinson with a block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Dallas ball.
From deep, here's Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of a team.
You know, I've been around covering college and NBA basketball for decades, and I see more sons of former players than I used to. Jalen Brunson is not the first member of the Brunson family to play in the NBA. His dad, Rick, played 9 years in the league.
And he sinks the second. And Jalen's already had a lot of success following in his father's footsteps.
You're exactly right, B.A. One of his proudest achievements was winning USA Basketball's Male Player of the Year in 2015. He dominated the Under-19 World Cup that year and led the U.S. team to the title.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Randall pulls down the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here is Barrett. Reddish, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Barrett. Soft touch off the glass.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Doncic. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Knicks making their last shot. Doncic outside. Fires the three. The shot no good. New York goes the other way with it.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Mavericks.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
This season's series will be 3 games, and they've set the tone with the win here against the Knicks.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Now here's Reddish. Pass to Barrett. Fade away. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Now Hardaway. And so it's it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We stepped up together, played good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.